What's up guys, my name's El Pavey, this is Break Magazine and you're watching Mini Tip Monday. So for this week's mini tip, we are going to learn how to get on the bike in a completely different way to how you might normally do it. We're going to put our foot on the foot peg, ride away and then swing our leg over. Now the key to doing this is actually to practice the mini tip from a few weeks ago where we learned to walk with the bike. The first stage of this is essentially walking with the bike and using the clutch to control the speed while you get your balance. Once you've got your balance, you can stand up on the foot peg and ride away. So the first thing I always do with this mini tip is I get the bike up in my hands and the side stand up and then switch it on. Put the bike in first gear. And now before we ride away, we're gonna start to feed the clutch out and feel where that bite point is. You don't wanna start feeding the clutch out as you're already trying to get your balance. You need to know where that bite point is before we do anything else. This is one of the reasons we always use two fingers on the controls when we ride off-road, is because it helps us to keep that bite point, keep the clutch right there and still keep control of the bike. So with my two fingers on the clutch, I'm gonna feed it out until it starts to engage and the engine starts to make the bike wanna move forwards. And once I've got that point, I can start to move. I'll feed the clutch out a little bit more with a tiny bit of revs, and as the bike starts to creep forwards, I'm gonna take a few steps. So I've got my left foot on the foot peg, I'm stepping with my right foot as the bike moves forwards. And once I feel comfortable and like I can stand up, I stand up real tall with my left leg and I push down with my right hand on the handlebar. And that way they balance each other out. If I've got loads of weight on the left foot peg and no pressure on the right hand side of the bike, I'll go exit stage left and I'll lose my balance. So I'm using my left foot and my right hand to keep that balance nice and even. And then once I've got that and I'm up on the foot peg and the balance between left and right is even and I'm moving forwards, the clutch can come out and I can swing my right foot over to the foot peg and ride away. As I get more confident and more comfortable with my balance and I know where those balance points are between my foot and the handlebar, and I've got the clutch point dialed and my clutch control dialed and I'm nice and patient with it, I can get to the point where I stop taking those steps and I do it in one smooth movement. So my foot goes on the foot peg, I feed the clutch out, and as soon as I'm moving, I stand up nice and tall and I ride away. So to learn to do that in reverse, you're gonna have to wait till next week for the next Mini Tip Monday. If you like this video and you wanna learn more, if you've got any other tips and tricks you wanna learn, chuck them in the comments below. Otherwise, hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and keep tuned in. And remember guys, life's better when you're riding.